Hello everybody and welcome to another episode. In today's episode I will show you how to properly replace your rear shock absorber from an Audi A5 from the year 2010 and up. Today I'm working on this car and I have to do a lot of work, and I will try to film everything that I do in order to show you guys how to do it at home and very fast and easy. In the previous video I already showed you how to replace the rear sway bar links on this car, and in today's video I will show you how to replace the shock absorbers onto the rear side on this car. It's very simple and it's a very straightforward video. What you'll have to do is to remove those two plastic clips. You'll have to push them up, and after that you'll have to pull them out, and after that you'll have two more bolts at the top and one bolt right here at the bottom. After you're done with removing all the bolts from the shock absorber, you will have to squeeze it a little just to make sure that the shock absorber will fit through the bars and it will come out from the rear suspension. After that, in order to remove the top part of the shock absorber, normally you will have to use an impact gun, because in some cases with the impact gun the bolt will come out very easy and you don't have to put a lot of force. But as you all can see, the impact gun didn't help us too much in the first time, because the bolt was very tight onto the shock absorber, so I have to use a set of pliers. You'll have to use a set of locking pliers, and after that you'll have to catch the piston from the middle of the shock absorber and you'll have to squeeze it to not let it turn when you're trying to remove the nut. And after that, if you're using an impact gun, the bolt will come out very easy, like in my case did. One tip I want to give you all: before installing the new shock absorber onto the car, you will want to push the piston inside the shock absorber a few times. I like to do it 3 or 4 times, just to make sure that the shock absorber builds up enough pressure to hold the car and to work perfectly along the time, because if you don't do this, the shock absorber will not last very much. To install the rear shock absorber on this car is very easy. You only have to do 2 things. You will want to prepare the dust protection for this kit. You'll have to put the sponge part into the dust protection, and after that you'll have to put it into the top part of the shock absorber. You'll have to put it into the top flange. After that you'll have to push it to stay fit onto the flange, and after that you can go ahead and put it over the shock absorber. You will want to tighten the bolt to 45 Newton meters. And after that you can go ahead and put everything back together and install it onto the car. Okay everybody, as you all can see, the new shock absorber is ready to be installed onto the car. To put it back onto the car, you'll have to squeeze it a little just to make sure that the new shock absorber will go through and it will fit back onto the position. And after that, the process is exactly the same as for the installation. You will want to put the bolt from the bottom and after that the bolts from the top. Don't forget to put the plastic cap from the top of the shock absorber back onto the new shock absorber. First, you will want to put the bolt and you will want to tighten it by hand because you don't want to overstrip the threads. And after that, you will want to tighten it to 84 Newton meters. I always like to put a little copper paste onto the bolts because in this way it will prevent the corrosion. And this is how it's looking onto the bottom side of the shock absorber. And now let's go ahead and put the top part of the shock absorber. When you're ready to install the top part of the shock absorber, just make sure and take that in mind that you will have to put the bolts perfectly straight because otherwise the bolt will not go into the hole, and if you put the bolts bend or if you bend them into the side, you will destroy the threads and the bolts will no longer be usable and you won't be able to install the shock absorber onto the car. So just take that in mind. After that, you'll have to tighten the bolts to 50 Newton meters each. And after that, you have to put the little plastic parts over the dust protection for the wheels. This is all you have to do. Thank you all for watching. If you liked this video and found it informative, please leave a like and a comment down below. See you next time.